Okay, guten Morgen. Let's do nice warrior pose. So really go into that inner thigh. I've just done this on the other side. I forgot to press record, didn't I? And then take it round for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then over. So if you're watching YouTube, you'll think I'm a bit crazy that I'm not doing the other side. I did do the other side, I just forget to press the record button. And again for 4, for 3, for 2, and hold it over, take a breath in. I'll say hello to Serena because she's doing the recording. She's gone to the doctors this morning, but I were in trouble one last week because she said it were hard. And then gently up, take a gaze up. You can either keep the knee bent and really lean into that inner thigh, or you can come up into more of a triangle pose. Take a breath in. And then into that lovely deep stretch. Again, take the hips all the way back and just gently make just like a square tabletop back to start with. Sometimes if your back's tight, my oldest son sometimes has got a few hip issues at the minute and he bleeds into his back, and this is enough for him sometimes. So sometimes it's just nice to do that. Or you can gently come down all the way, nice and slowly, letting the head hang towards the floor. Obviously it doesn't have to touch. Fingertips, palms, elbows, whatever is your range of motion. And then just gently rock forwards and backwards into the heel, into the ball of the foot. Yeah, Serena was like, Friday morning, I love my Friday morning, it's my gentle one, and you were crazy last week. And then take both hands to one foot or one shin if the flexibility isn't there, doesn't matter. Just let the the head hang towards the knee. Again, take a beautiful breath in. Ruth, you may feel a bit tender through your back, and when I had Omicron, I had really lower back pain, which I never ever get. So just go easy, sweet. And then bring it to the other side. And again, take a breath in. And back to centre, and Linda, and then come on in. I've had a few emails off your daughterhood, sounds very lovely. So just in case she does this recording, I'll say hello to Zoe. Hi Zoe. And then gently up we go. Well done. Okay, you'll have to bear with me pulling my pants up because these leggings are really low and my spring thumb kills me when I do it. So if I look like I'm grimacing. Okay, keep them shoulders down. We're just going to see if we can. If you need to grab something to hold on to, if your balance isn't great, guys, grab hold of a chair or a roller or something. You don't obviously have to use it, but sometimes it's nice just to have it there. And we're just going to do a bit of pendulum. So we're going to just keep that core nice and tight. So for this one, it's quite nice to hold on because it's not about balance, this one. It's about just getting the hips just moving. Keep the core tight, particularly when you're taking the leg back. And 3, nice to do on a morning knees, 2, and 1, and then to the side, little side with a softening of the knee, that nice pendulum action, 2, and 1, and then the circle of the ankle as well. So these are all kind of mobility drills really, just to keep the joints nice, and we have synovial fluid running around, so we just want to keep it all moving. And 1, and then this is when you can take your hand away and challenge your balance. So lift it up, draw the belly in, take it back, straighten the leg, almost squeeze the butt, bring it back, and just notice what the hips are doing. Yeah, so we're doing flexion and extension. And most of the time, most sports, most actions that we do are very flexed. So it's nice to just get the bum working. And again. And 3. Back up. 2. And last one. For 1. And gently down. We're going to keep using that leg again, but just to give this one a bit of a rest, we're just going to take it backwards, push the heel into the mat or into the floor, and then just put your hands on your front knee, just pushing that heel into the mat to really stretch through the calves. I've got my 6:15 outdoor HIIT class starting on Monday, so I hit the steps last night again. They wanted me to do Monday and Friday. I'm like, no way, guys, I'm getting too old to be up at 5:32 mornings a week. And then switch, keep on that leg, the one that we were just stretching out, and bring it into that tree pose. So again, just hold into tree. And just cross your arms and take them over. And again, inhale. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Remember, just to make it that bit easier, tree pose, you can always put your foot into the inner lower leg, so the inner calf area. Hold that position, just hold, take the shoulders down, push your palms in, just push them in, like you're using a bit of strength. And take this foot, place it over that one, soften that front knee. Yes, so soften that front knee. Take the hips all the way back and the weight forwards, and then just gently start coming down. Just let everything relax in this position. Let the head and your arms become really heavy. Take a breath in and out. In and out. Last one, breath in and gently back up. So remember, it's the leg that's to the back, which is the one that we were stood on. So we're going to now stand on the front leg, and I'm going to try and pull my pants on. I've got a really high waist. Someone once measured me for a wedding dress, a bridesmaid dress, when I was about 13, and she said I should be 2 inches taller because I'm really long from there to there. How annoying. And no, we're not doing that one. We're doing a pendulum. Forward and back. So again, keep the tummy tight. Get used to kind of doing these kind of moves on a morning just to warm everything up. 3, 2, and 1, and side to side. But again, keep the core relatively, engaged. 4, 3, can you hear any clicking? 2, and 1, and then that lovely ankle circle. My ankles can get really stiff if I don't do these. And circle back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then get ready for that balance. This leg feels tired today, so I need that. So again, we're just going to take it back. Try and just focus on something. Take your zen. So with the arms, whatever you feel comfortable with the arms. 3, I need a bit of help on this side. I'm trying to focus on a knot in the wood. 4, 5, and 6. Well done, good. The leg you've been stood on, take it to the back, push the heel down, feel that beautiful stretch. Well done. Back up into tree pose. So again, tree pose. I might just do this one today because this leg feels tired. But obviously you can take it up. So again, just hold. Draw the belly down. If you're new to tree pose, which I know my clients aren't, but if you are, you can always put the big toe on the mat as well. Just hold, take it up. I don't think I'm going to manage this one the whole way through. 4 more. 3. 2. Last one. Nearly went. And then shoulders down and just push the palms in. Push. Almost like you're getting a little shake on. Hold. And relax. Take that foot in front. Again, soften that front knee because you want to take it into the back leg. Hips backwards, weight forwards. And again, just let everything, your arms become really heavy like a ragdoll. And again, just take a beautiful breath in. And out. In. And out. 2 more, breath in. And out. Last one, breath in. And gently up. Oh. Gorgeous, well done guys. So we're not going to use weights today, but what I want you to do is really think about your own body's resistance. So I want you just not to bring your arms all floppy. I want you to take the shoulder blades down, bring your arms up to abduction, into that shoulder height, and really imagine that you've got a child on this middle finger and a child on this middle finger, and they are vying for your attention. So they're pulling you really, really long. I want you to then just retract and take them back out. Retract and take them back out. So bring the shoulder blades together. Shoulder blades together, and you should feel the muscles in the upper back, the trapezius muscles working. Try and keep length in the crown of the head. And 2 more. 2 and 1. And then leave them out. And then make like a curly curl. Yeah, not a kicking curl. A curly curl. Oh, don't you miss them days of Ruth? Curly curls and kicking curls. And again for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Hold, and then just take it in, and then out. Bring it in, and out. You'd be surprised how your arms can tire quite easily. 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn the palms up, bring it in, and out. And 2. My friend Vanessa, you know Vanessa, Joe Cole's mum. Joe, you know Vanessa Ruth. She sent me messages to say her oldest daughter, who's 21, is going to buy a flat, and she's feeling a bit bereft that she's losing her kids. I'm like, well, no chance of that happening to me at the minute. And then hold, and in and out. I said, oh, I'd miss them like mad, but I certainly wouldn't miss the tidying up. And for 4, and the washing up. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Take them out again, and then just reach as though you kind of through the ribs. Reach, reach. A little bit of a waist kind of whittler, and also shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Can you feel your shoulders? Take them round. Oh. Beautiful. And then last but not least, we're just going to take them all the way overhead and back down, overhead, and start bringing your calf raise into it for 1 and lower. Draw the belly in to hold that pose. So you need to stop at the top. And down. And for 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. And for 1. Well done. And then all I want you to do is just take the palms up, the arms up again, palms facing backwards, and just draw the belly in so you're not moving the ribs, and just push back. Push, 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 push. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Good. Take one foot in front again to remind you which arm you're doing. Just take one arm out in front. And again, pull it into that deltoid stretch across the body. Kathy, I was thinking about Naomi this morning. My dad, I think I've told you this story, my dad learned the piano when he was 65. And I've really been toying with the idea of learning the piano for so long. And then when I watched This Is Us this morning, Rebecca was playing it, and I thought, put your money where your mouth is, Jo. You keep telling people to experience new stuff. So I was thinking, I don't know if she does that type of thing, but I loaned it to, well, I don't know if he thinks I loaned him it or gave him it, a family member. So I'm going to just see if he's still using it. If not, I'm thinking of, biting the bullet. And then the other side. I couldn't think of anyone better than Naomi to Yeah, exactly. She's so lovely. I just thought if anyone can sort of encourage me. So, yeah. And then push in. I am a complete novice though. I think I can do twinkle, twinkle. And then take it up, push it in. And then down. Ruth's lovely daughters play the piano. Clever, beautiful and musical. I hate them, Ruth. And then round. Oh, gorgeous. Okay guys, let's just do for a little bit more strength before we get down. We're just going to do a few little lunges. So again, with a lunge, just from this angle, I know I've taught this loads of times, but sometimes on Zoom, remember when you're lunging, you're not just taking the front leg into a bend, you're taking the back leg into a bend. Watch the front knee. So again, keep the shoulders down, tight through the tummy, slightly forward so you're not arching through the back, and you're working a bit more into the bum as well as the thighs. And then just take it down. You can hold on to something if you need, or you can put your back heel against the wall, which helps you to stabilise a little bit. And again for 4, 5, 6, we're going to do 10 more if we can. For 10, for 9, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Weight again into the front knee, back heel down. Hold that stretch again into the calf. You can always tell when I started running again, guys, because I do a few more calf hamstring stretches. And then place the front leg nice and straight, heel on the floor, hips backwards, and just float down. And just take a beautiful breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one, breath in. Soften the front knee, bend that knee, and gently up. Beautiful. Well done. Switch sides. So again, leg nice and long. So from this angle, you want to just make sure that knee, got a croaky throat this morning. Draw the belly in, weight slightly forwards, take it down and up. Or you can do this with the hands. And 3, and 4, 5, 6. Not easy lunges, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Push that back heel into the floor. I'm going to say hello to all my haven ladies as well who sometimes watch this, particularly sending love to Claire and Julie. A few people are having problems at the minute with family, not problems, so yeah. Just keep pushing into that foot, guys. Feel that stretch. Straighten the front leg, hips back. You can take the heel down, or if that feels uncomfortable, just keep the foot on the floor, hips back, gently down. And again, nice and slowly into that roll down. Letting the head just hang. Take a beautiful breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one, breath in. Soften the front knee and gently restack. Oh, gorgeous. All right, brilliant. So, perfect timing. Let's get down onto the floor. Let's do a little bit of cat to cow. So with cat to cow, you can have the hands directly under the elbows or a little bit further forward just to take the pressure off the wrist. So if you do a little kind of movement like that, you realise when your body's completely over the wrist, and just take it off a little bit. You can cup through the hands if you want, or just have them down and just stick your bum up towards the ceiling. Take a beautiful breath in and then start rounding and the other way. And round. 2 more. And well done. Back to centre. Take the hips in one direction, the hips to the other. So you look over one shoulder, look over the other shoulder, look over one, look over the other, and then combine the two, hips out, round, hips in the other direction, dip into that beautiful, beautiful rolling cat, and then 3 in the other direction. And relax. Well done. Let's come over onto our backs, guys. And I just want you just to give yourself a little squeeze of the knees into chest, just in case there's any. Yeah, I'm just laughing at these leggings falling down. I'll have my bum on show soon. Okie doke. You don't want to see that. Let's just bring ourselves into our bridge. So we're not going to use weights, but we are going to move our arms a little bit today. So walk your heels a little bit closer to your bottom. Length across the front of the chest. Little chin nod. Okay, so Macy's having a few, my oldest son's having a few hip problems at the minute, and physio basically has just said speak to your mum and give him a load of exercises, bridge, side leg, all that kind of thing. So we're just going to work a little bit on trying to strengthen today the posterior part of the body. So I want you just to take a lovely breath in and gently roll the lower back into the mat and just gently come up into our bridge. So once we're in our bridge, walk the shoulder blades down, and we're just going to stay up for a bit of endurance. Hips are nice and level. I want you to take your arms so that they're bent, elbows are bent, So like it's shoulder height. So obviously you need a bit more balance for this because your arms aren't connected. So really tuck the tailbone. Yeah, so you're working the hamstrings and glutes are firing. Draw the belly in and just take your arms overhead and back down. For 2. You can always do these with little dumbbells. 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring them down. Take a breath in. Slowly lower. If you've got a soft ball at home, a good thing to do, if you haven't, then sometimes it's nice to get a yoga block or a cushion, anything that allows you just to keep that inner thigh connected so that the knees don't fall out to the side. Remind me not to wear these leggings again, guys. And it's not very attractive, is it, seeing me pull my pants up all the time. And then take a breath in. Gently roll the lower back into the mat. It will make Serena giggle when she watches it. And then just come on up, sending the knees nice and long. Walk the shoulder blades down again. Keep that core tight so you want that navel connected, yeah, towards the backbone. Hold. Just hold that position. Come back with your arms. Take it 8, 7, 6. Ladies are quite good at keeping the legs in parallel. It's men that generally struggle and their knees start to fall out to the side. 3, 2, and 1. Gently down. Take a breath in. Slowly lower. Good. We've got 1 more. Take a breath in through the nose. Gently roll the lower back into the mat. Come on up again. This time I just want you to take your arms up to ceiling, shoulder blades on the floor, and just scissor them, but really work on keeping the ribs completely connected in and down. 2, 3, 4, 4, 3. Oh, my thighs are burning today. My thighs. 2 and 1. Gently down. Take a breath in. Slowly lower. We're going to come back in bridge in a minute just to get some hip sort of pelvic stability, but we're just going to have a little rest and take the feet into butterflies, so soles of the feet together, and just rest in that position. I'm not going to talk to you, I know that's hard to believe. Just take a few inhale and exhales for about 30-40 seconds. Try and make your breath deeper each time. Two more. Last one. Beautiful. Back to centre. Let's go into that final bridge, and we're just going to stay up and try and do a little bit of stability. So take a breath in, gently roll the lower back into the mat and start just lifting up again. Sending the knees nice and long, so really trying to push the knees long, yeah? So you're working through the posterior part of the body, but this core needs to keep connected here so we're not dropping either side of the hips, yeah? So just hold, push the right foot into the mat, Just raise the left heel to start with, and then lower. Then switch sides. If you find that a challenge and you feel like you really have to work really hard to stop that shifting, just continue with that. Otherwise, we're going to push the right foot in, bring the left leg to tabletop. 1, 2, 3. Slowly bring it down. Push in. If you're doing this and you feel confident in it, pat yourself on the back. Yeah, my 21-year-old really struggles with this. So bridge is super important. If you find it quite easy, you don't often recognise the benefits because you're good at it, basically. It's hard to take yourself back to the point when you first ever did bridge. And lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Last one. And beautiful. Take a breath in and slowly down. Okay, glue your legs together. This is for everybody, but just in case with you have got that funny feeling in your back that a few people have had when they've had COVID. Just take the knees in one direction, the head to the other. And then back to centre. We're just going to gently do it to start with. We're not holding the stretch. We're just getting a little bit of movement through the spine or through the back. So the head goes the opposite way. And there's no greater feeling than this, I think. It's my favourite one ever. I love lots of stretches, but this one, it just makes you realise how tight your back may be. So always think about inhaling over, exhaling, using your breath and your core control to bring the knees back to centre. And again. And again. And I always find it really amazing now when you've done like 4 or 5, the back just feels so much easier. On this one, just hold it here. Inhale, let the belly rise up towards the ceiling. Nice big belly breath. Exhale, release. And again, big belly breath. Out breath, draw the tummy in. Back to centre, the other direction. Inhale, let the belly rise. Exhale, centre. And again, inhale, let the belly rise. Exhale, draw the tummy in and back to centre position. Well done, beautiful. Okay, we're going to do some isolated core work today. So I'm going to take you back to complete basics, but I want you to really feel this. I want you to really focus on, yeah, when Mace went to see the physio, he didn't pay, it's his best friend's mum. She was saying, Mace, you just need to speak to your mum. And she said, when I talk about a tray of water, she said to Mace, imagine you've got 10 pints on your tummy. So imagine that you've got whatever drink you want on the tummy, a drink you do not want to spill. I reckon I'm going to go with champagne. And I want you to really focus on keeping that tummy as flat as possible. So if you take your fingers onto your pubic bone and then walk them laterally up to the hip bones and then internally, medially into the belly button, like that diamond shape, it should be completely flat. Yeah? The hips shouldn't be higher than the pubic bone. The hips shouldn't be lower, we're not squishing. We're in neutral spine. We've got a little gap underneath the lumbar spine. Everyone's gap will be very different depending on posture. Ribs are in and down. Length through the crown of the head. Little chin nod. Shoulders are down on the mat. Collarbone wide. And all I want you to do is literally start sliding that heel forwards. Lift it a little bit, maybe an inch. Draw the belly in and bring it back to centre. Imagine that you've got £1 million on it. There is no shifting. This is the harder bit now, I think. Now do it with the other leg without shifting left to right or moving the butt cheek. Take it out. Use the belly. Everything nice and flat. Back to centre. Ribs are in and down. You can keep your hands on them. And again. Gently back in. Remember to breathe. I find these, if I'm totally honest, harder than I do any of my really strong abdominal work. You have to really focus. Gently back. The other side. But you have to really kind of know what you're doing to feel it on. Otherwise it becomes a little bit this. Yeah? So, they're really good ones to practice to get the core. Another good one is to interlink the fingers underneath your head. Thumbs into the nape of the neck, elbows out nice and wide. Rib cage in and down. Little gap underneath the lumbar spine. Again, £1 million on it. Or I don't know, cuddle with your famous film star, whatever you want. Hold, draw the tummy in. Chin towards the chest. Lift. Take your hand, is that little gap still there? The ribs down. Everything nice and still. Gently back. And again, lift. Keep your elbows wide. And lower. Lift again. And lower. And again. And lower. And again. 4. And lower. 3, just imagine that everything's in concrete basically. You're not swaying to and forwards into the lower back, out of the lower back. It's all coming from the abdominals. And you can, if you want, obviously harder. As you lift up, lift one leg. Gently lower it. Lift the other leg. Gently lower. Lift. Gently lower. Lift. Gently lower. Lengthen the legs. Again. Ribs down. Gap underneath the lumbar spine. Yeah. Hips are nice and level. Elbows out wide. Do it with a straight leg. Lift. And lower. Lift. So you're not just lifting there. You are lifting quite high, but you're not moving the lower back. And lower. Lift again. And lower. Try not to take the head all the way back, particularly if you're prone to your ribs flaring. I had a couple of new people at the weekend, on Tuesday. And she was going, oh, and her ribs were really flaring. And she was like, God, Joe, no one's ever told me about that. And she's had a hernia, so, just be careful. That sometimes the back to basics makes you really think about recruiting. Try it with the lift of the leg. Lift. Gently lower. Lift. Gently lower. Lift. Gently lower. Lift. And just relax. Take your arms out to capital T again. And just have a little windscreen, not windscreen wipe, sorry, a little supine again. Beautiful. And let's progress this, or you can go back to what we've just done with heel slide, or you can try and bring it into double leg tabletop, neutral spine again, take your arms up to ceiling, draw the belly in, ribs down. The leg that goes forward, the same hand goes forward. Don't move your arm back in this one. Keep this arm forward, just go back. It'll go a little bit because it'll just feel natural. Just 8 on one side. 8, 7, little chin nod. 6, again, don't lose that focus that we've just been talking about. 3, 2, and 1. Draw the belly in again, and the other side, 8, 7. So just think of that little grape underneath the lumbar spine. We don't want to squash or let it roll away as we take the leg out. Quite hard when you're in neutral, guys. And then single alternate with the arm as well, but keep the rib cage closed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bring the knees into chest. Lift your leg. And relax, guys. We're just going to do a little bit of side leg, and then we'll do a nice stretch through the booty. So again, if you want to do, I'm just being a bit lazy today, that's all. I got into a habit of just bending my bottom knee, but by all means, obviously stack your legs like the full one is. But if you're lifting the bottom, if you're bending the bottom knee, you get this lovely recruitment here and feel that really nice gap. Lengthen the top of the leg, lengthen the bottom hand, and take the leg slightly back of the midline to stretch out through the hip a bit more and work the booty. Lift with a pointed foot for 10, for 9, for 8. Oh, I've got a little itch, you know you get an itch and you can't. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex, drop. Yeah, Mace did make me laugh when he came in with these exercises. He said, "Do you know bridge, Mum?" I'm like I teach bridge every day, Mace. Of course I know bridge. Don't know what your kids think you do you? I wonder if film stars have that problem, where the kids haven't got a clue what they do. And then just hold it, hold, and just point the foot and flex it. Point it and flex it. Point, flex, circle it, circle it, circle it, circle back. And then circle for 5, circle for 4, circle for 3, 2, and 1. Circle back, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Just grab, pull in. I forgot to turn my Zoom meeting off yesterday. It was recording for 10 hours. Oh God. Anyway, I've deleted it because gosh knows what's on there. They'll be me shouting at the kids and all sorts. And we're just going to keep that leg in line, she says, as she gives it a little rub, and we're just going to drop it and lift it. Drop and lift. So keep the knee bent. Yeah, more into the glute max. And for 5, 4, 3, 2, bring it up, lengthen it, back in, lower. Lift, straighten, bend, lower. Straighten, bend, lower. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, beautiful. Come over onto your back. The one that you've just been lifting, just place it on the other knee. Take it to one side, just hold that stretch. My glutes are a little bit tight from doing round apart steps yesterday. So I might just keep my foot down, but you can always bring it further away like that, obviously. Just keep pushing on it. And then my new favourite stretch after this is just opening up the hip a little bit. So we've got a muscle that if you find your belly button and just go laterally and then a little bit lower, we've got a big muscle called the psoas, P-S-O-A-S. And it links the upper lower body. It's a big hip flexor muscle. It can get very tight. So I just want you to take the foot that's on the floor out to the side. The other foot comes to the outside of the knee. And then take your hands underneath your head. And then I want you to move away from the foot that's on the floor into the top knee area. So you just have like what we call a little bit of a side bend. You can reach even further, I guess, but it's quite nice to keep your hands there. And you can just kind of feel this area just stretching out a little bit. Take a breath in. And out. And in. And out. 2 more. Last one. And back to centre. And then just take a beautiful stretch out. Take a breath in. And gently up. And then back to the other side. And again. Oh God, these are driving me crazy, guys. Just to here. So lift up that bottom waist. Again, keep that gap, navel to spine. Lengthen the top hand, lengthen the bottom leg. We're going to lift and lower. Lift for 2. For 3. All control. 4. 5. 5 more. 4. 3. 2. 1, flex the foot, drop, lift. I'll tell you what we started watching last night. I finished class about, I don't know, 8:15. And we started watching that, it's Great Friday morning, isn't it? Film critique morning. That, what is it, A Man, a Wife and His Canoe or something, that true story. Or if you've not seen it, not watched it all, it's funny. You can't believe it's a true story. And just hold. Circle for 5, circle for 4, circle for 3, 2, and 1. Circle back, 5, we're nearly there, 4, 3. Must be colder than it looks out there, guys. The builders are next door and they've got coats on. And then just bring it, no, don't bring it, flex and point, oh, point, point and flex, point, flex, point, flex and circle. Just keep your ankles nice and slim. And that lymph fluid going. Whoa. And then just bring it back. And then just bend the leg. And then lift and lower. I'll tell you something funny. Well, you might not find it funny, I did. I went to town last week with my youngest, who's nearly 14. Lift and lower. We went into Urban Outfitters, which is full of, it's bloody young kids, really. And I saw this skirt. I said, oh, this is nice. And he said, it's vintage, you know, Mum. It's vintage in here, that's where it is. And I said, well, I had one similar to this back in the day. He went, I know, Mum, but it wasn't vintage then. It was just fashion, wasn't it? In the old days, or something like that. I said in the olden days, cheeky bugger. And then 1, 2, and 3. Well done, good work. Come onto your back. Again, take that foot, place it on the knee. Wow. Push that knee away. Why does anyone run? Hold or bring it up. Keep pushing in. In the olden days, do you all say that to you, Ruth? He always asks me, Finn, he's obsessed with the 80s. I don't know why. I think it's from Back to the Future or something. but he's always asking if you could take yourself back, Mum, what would be your best memory from the 80s? Because I'm going to tell you that. And then just take that foot there and then place the foot on the floor. Yeah, take your hands underneath your head and move away from the foot that's on the floor. So you're creating this stretch through laterally and a little bit through that psoas muscle. Yeah, through here. Take a beautiful breath in. And out. In. And out. Last one, in. And out. And back to centre and just come over onto your backs. And again, just take a beautiful, if it's a bit tight in the hips, your back can often kick in. So just do a couple more circles. And thank you for letting me entertain you guys on the morning. It was a big pleasure of mine. And then stick your bum up, take a breath in. Round. Back to centre. Tuck the toes, walk the hands all the way back to the feet. And just have a little rock there.